Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Kim Budgets. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and comment and let me know where you're watching from. And let me know how you guys are doing in the comments. Today I'm going to do hopefully a quick budget with me video for the last paycheck in August. It's been since so when I record my main videos, my budget with me, my sinking funds, and my savings challenges, I typically do those right after I get paid, just to get them done with, and then I pre-upload them. And so since I recorded last, it feels like it's been, I don't know, 26 lifetimes. But I do live in the desert in Nevada. And so we did have a hurricane watch last week. We got a ton of rain and some pretty gnarly winds in the middle of the night. Nothing too terrible. And my family in Southern California is all fine. So yeah, but what a wild weekend that was. So yeah, you just can't tell West Coast people to get ready for a hurricane. I don't know if you need a good laugh, go find videos on the internet. They're all over of Californians on pool rafts floating down the rivers in their streets, because that's how Southern Californians are. We can't take anything seriously because we don't even know what to do. So we just go into crisis mode where we shut down completely and float down the river in our yard. It's great. Anyways, now that we've gotten through that rambling intro, let's go ahead and get started. My budget this week is, or my paycheck is still just my typical base pay. I did have about $20 of rollover in one of my accounts. So we're going to be budgeting $3,946.30. So things that have to get paid this month or this paycheck, my rent part, I'm paying half of my energy bill now and half of it next, because it's not actually due until like the 11th. So I'll pay half of it now and half of it on the next one because it's very high. Yay, living in the desert in the heat storm, like in the heat and everything. My gas bill this month is $65. I have my cable on here. I don't actually have cable, but my internet. But I'm going to be 100% honest. I may have paid that. If I did, then that money will just go in, will just stay in my buffer. Their website is not working, the app or the phone version right now. So I'll have to check it later when I get to work. The $41 life insurance payment, and then my renter's insurance will be coming out. This is weekend number 1 of Dave Matthews Palooza. I know, I feel like I've been talking about it forever and it's finally here. I did realize that when I was budgeting, I totally forgot one thing. I forgot the dog sitter money. I have an amazing friend from work who comes over and hangs out at my house, and she cuddles with my babies and they love her and she loves them, and she does their pills and spends the night in the guest bedroom, and it's amazing because I don't have to worry about them at all. So I am budgeting $200 between the 2 weekends for her. And then overall food, I'm doing $200. I do have a food budget for when I'm out of town, but I'm increasing my regular food budget just a little bit since I'm going to be in and out. It's going to be a little bit harder to plan because of like being gone 2 weekends in a row. So gas, I upped it to $150, mostly because 1, I am going to be driving to California this weekend for the first round of shows, and 2, I do want to, excuse me. Sorry, I hate clearing my throat because it's really bad for your vocal folds, but yay desert. So anyways, I'm going to increase because I'm going to be driving a little bit more, and gas in California is significantly more expensive. And then the other thing is I do want to start building back up that mini emergency fund that I have in the account where I keep my gas money. So yeah, I think I'm gonna increase it to 150 for now until I get that built back up. And that basically is just like a if I were driving to California and needed a new tire or something, that's what that little fund is for. And then miscellaneous, I'm giving $200 miscellaneous for this pay period since my life is kind of wacky the next 2 weeks. And I just feel like I'm missing things that I need to pay for, but I can't figure out what it is. So let's go ahead and see what, oh my God, this weather, y'all, is killing me. It's just so dry and then so humid because of the monsoons and the storms, and then so dry, and I'm just, it's unpleasant. So we have minus $1,870 for rent, minus $200 for the electric bill. That cannot be right. I love it when I hit the wrong button and I end up with like $300,000. That cannot be accurate. Okay, let's try this again. We are going to do minus 1870, minus 200, minus 65, minus 69. Now we're cooking with Crisco, as my grandma used to say. Minus 19 equals. Okay. And then let's go ahead and subtract all this out. So this is going to be a total of 550. And then we're also going to take out the 200 for my friend. So right now we have $932.36. My goal continues to be $600 for sinking funds and savings challenges, which I just realized is not written on here. So let's do that. And then we're going to leave this $330. I'm just going to say $330 because that number stresses me out as a buffer in the checking account. Because again, I just want to make sure that while I'm out of town that I have money for everything. Again, all my concert tickets are paid for. My hotel rooms are paid for. My plane ticket for next weekend is paid for. I've budgeted money for gas, and is there anything else? I think that's it. So I'm feeling pretty good about everything. I just wanted to make sure, you know, that I do have the buffer. I do have the extra miscellaneous money. I do have some extra food money. If I come back and I haven't had to use these extra funds, I will make an extra payment on my debt payoff that I'm working on. And if you're new to my channel, I do a combination cash budgeting and non-cash budgeting. And the reason I do that is because I get paid bi-weekly or bi-monthly, not bi-weekly, bi-monthly. And so I get paid on the 10th and the 25th every month. And so for me, it doesn't make any sense to put my bills into binders, because I would have to go to the bank, get out the cash, bring it home, and then immediately turn around and put it back in the bank. So like my rent will just, as soon as I'm done recording this video, I'll pay it. As soon as I'm done recording this video, I will pay my electric bill, my gas bill. The life insurance payment comes out automatically. The renter's insurance payment comes out automatically. The food and the gas money have already been deposited directly into their respective debit or accounts that I use for those. The reason I don't use cash for gas is because I go to Costco because it is significantly cheaper here. But you can't use cash there. So again, it doesn't really make any sense to keep cash on me. I did for a long time, but then I would just have to turn around and put it back in the bank and then figure out where it went. And it was just really confusing. So I use cash for my miscellaneous. I use cash for my sinking funds and savings challenges. Anything that I'm saving up for beyond like the upcoming month. I use cash for. Everything else, I just go ahead and do electronically. And then also, I realized, I don't know if I ever explained or not. Obviously, I do have dogs, and you might be wondering why you never see me stuff a dog envelope. It's because my dogs have their very own checking account. Their money goes in there during usually my first paycheck of the month. I put their money in for the month, and then anything we don't use just rolls over. I use that for their automatic subscriptions that come, and their automatic, they have reoccurring orders with for prescriptions, and they also have recurring orders for their teeth cleaning chewers, and then also for their food. So all of their stuff comes out of that card. If I go to Petco, I use that card for them. And that just makes my life a lot easier, because then I don't have to switch money from an account to an account. Like, their money is just all separate. So yeah, which, some people find ridiculous, but for me, it just makes the most sense. I do have one dog that takes 3 medications a day. She has a heart murmur and seizures. So she just has reoccurring prescription expenses, and it is significantly cheaper to do it this way than it would be to go to the vet and get them refilled. So I just keep money in their card, and we go from there. So yeah, I think that's all. This seems like a really, really simple budget. But I did pay most everything else at the beginning of the month. If I realized I missed anything, I will let you know when I stuff my sinking funds. But yeah, as of now, I think we're good. So I will be back in the next one to go ahead and do the sinking fund stuffing. I will be recording those videos again today, but you won't see them until probably next week, going into the following week. So I hope you all have a fantastic day, night, whenever you're watching this, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.